Alright. People. Transition. Boom. Alright. Welcome to the stream. I believe we have Say currently watching. That's all I've seen in the chat so far, though, so I don't know if anybody else is hiding anywhere. Currently Adland. There is also Adland now. Lilyberry is here as well. Hello, Lilyberry. Welcome. So you'll see some new widgets and doohickeys on the screen, chat, and there's a donation bar at the top if anybody decides to do that. Should also still do the oh yeah and other such stuff. A little thing in the corner occasionally pops up, gives you a little bit of info. Not entirely sure what we want to do today. Let's first do a time set day. I have arrived. So the sun is arrived. Not sure what all else has changed, actually. There seems to be many decorations around, which I'm assuming is Halloween related. Holy crap. What is this? Oh, that's not Halloween decoration. Okay. Understood. Understood. We got dragon heads and pumpkins and hay barrels, soul sand everywhere, banners with, I guess that's the dragon face, maybe? I don't really know. Fire knocking around. Also, yes, as Say has mentioned, my birthday is coming up here. Look at all the decorations. It's madness. Skeleton horses everywhere. Cobwebs everywhere. This is insanity. Pure insanity. What does this command block do? Oh yeah, that's arrows. Oh, that's not good. Boo. I gave up on that a long time ago. What else have we got new? Are any houses new up here? This tower seems to be new, I think. Look at the costume. Where's your costume? Game mode 3. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Oh, it's a me costume. Huh. That's kind of creepy. Is there any decorations down underneath? No. Nothing. But you can't hit the button. The very important button to get to the casino that doesn't work. The Death Games thingy, which I don't know if anybody signed up for. It's still out of order, apparently. It's not meant to be. It was working. That's all covered in pumpkins. This is madness. Alright, we're gonna go look at this tower over here. I think this is new. Seems relatively new to me. I don't know what it is. It doesn't have a sign on it. Oh, I think this is, this might have been what, yeah. Thank you, Say. Cherry was working on. I remember now. Now that I've seen the stairway, I remember. Bum bum bum. Clara's place still just a fountain. Nothing on top of the hill yet. Alright. Cool, cool. Cool, cool. So I don't know what we want to do over in the castle here. Normally around birthday time, whenever I have a castle, I add like a birthday chamber in. But I'm pretty sure we have a birthday chamber in this castle already. I just don't exactly know where it is. I think we added one last year. Or maybe the year before or something. think. Nothing... Oh, this is new in Adland. What is this? I have literally no idea. What is it? Oh, it's water. Or it's not water, it's glass. On the water. Is it meant to be? Because some of it doesn't have it. I have literally no idea what this is meant to be. At all. I can't even think what it might be. I don't know if the glass is meant to be part of it or not. Is it just a pond? I don't know. It's weird. Faye thinks it's a board game. Does anybody know which board game? That's not like any board game I ever seen. I don't know. I'm confused. Let's get rid of some of these command blocks while we're here. Bum 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 bum. Cherry is building a board game. Well, apparently it's Cherry's board game. No idea what it's meant to be, board game wise, but apparently it's Cherry's. What do we want to do? Working on the castle here. Structure-wise, we're mostly complete. You know what? In fact, I did have a suggestion in one of the comments about getting rid of this, so I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to do a massive fill from here all the way over to here, I think. 148, yeah. But instead of doing 148... Ah, damn it, I never pressed enter on it. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Instead of doing 148, we're going to go all the way up to the top here. Change this to whatever this value is going to be and fill this whole thing with air. Damn, too much. A little bit too much. If we go down to like 159, we should be good. And then we'll do from 158 to 169. That was 199. 169. Alright. Cool. Just take off the entire top layer of that. I did complete these stairways. This stairway, actually. I don't think you guys have seen this. Hey, Cherry! Cherry is up. In the wee hours of the morning. Are you working today, Cherry? Where can we get into this stairway here? Excuse me. Can we get in here, maybe? Kind of, a little bit. Sneak in here. There we go. Yeah, we have this stairway somewhat completed. We'll probably put some decoration on this side of the wall. But for the time being, this is kind of it. It's got a ceiling all the way up. We do need to fill in some of these little areas. Apparently I missed those. Bum ba dum bum bum. There we go. So yeah, this is the roof, or the stairway up to the 5th floor here, or the 6th floor? 5th floor or 6th floor, one of the floors, I can't remember. It's a floor in the castle, it's something. Nice doorway going through, and goes all the way down. This classroom over here, I think was shrunk a little bit by the addition of that. This classroom over here is just completely and utterly insanely long for whatever reason. But it does have this little office-y area coming out at a diagonal, which I'm quite happy with. So we'll probably play with that at some point today. But the suggestion that I received, we're going to take off this layer as well. Or, so that's going to be roof. Well, we don't know what we want to do from the outside yet. Well, no, I kind of do. I kind of do. So we're going to leave this for now. We will also go up a block. Here. So let's increase that, boom, boom. So we're going to go up a block, so we have another 2-block gap along the middle here. As we like to keep 2-block gaps between floors. Because it's useful for building passageways and whatnot. How was everybody today anyway? I didn't ask that. Anybody have any plans for Halloween at all? Anything exciting happening? How's your week as well? And we'll continue off in that direction like so. Let's do another time set day. As we so frequently do. Optifine with all these lighting glitches too. It's so bad. This version of Optifine. It really is. Maybe there's an update that I've missed or something. But then from this area, so we're going to grab birch planks. So then from this area, this should be 2 above the floor that we have. It is. We are going to essentially do towers and stuff. We're going to do like a whole bunch of flowery deliciousness. Flowery deliciousness? I don't know where I got flowers from. Towery delicious. No idea where I got flowers from. I think it was saying decorated and like decorated in flowers. It kind of, I don't know. Something. I got flower from something. But it's going to essentially cover this in like different towers. Because if we look at like pictures of Hogwarts, it's essentially just tower-based goodness, you know? On these large areas. So, I think what we're going to do is we're going to make a tower that surrounds this area, first and foremost. So we're going to have a tower encircling this structure, which should be an odd number. So we should have that in the middle and it'll just spiral on up. Okay. We are going to probably want some other towers knocking around in other places. Oh hey, Perfect is here as well. Hello, Perfect. I apologize. Nice. I'm glad you won a little prize in the Minecraft stream there, and Cherry. Sorry. You're going to a party tonight. Ooh, interesting. Is it any Halloween dress-up party, or what kind of party are you doing? I don't know why I'm filling that in. We don't need to fill that in. We just need to mark out towers, where we want towers to be, and where we want walls to be connecting those towers and stuff. Oh, your second party is a dress-up one? Or your first one is? Clear is integrating kitties? That sounds like not fun. Yes, I know about your Harry Potter party, say. Been making lots of stuff for it. Whoops. Give me a slab, please. Thank you. Your car got damaged. That sucks. Question, are you in Gatwick Airport at all? Because that's my mum's car got damaged in Gatwick Airport. So I don't know. Maybe it's a serial offender, or that's the old lady you're referring to. Jesus. I'm glad my mum doesn't watch these streams. Alright, so we're going to have that tower there sitting right on the corner. Okay. Then, if the stairs are coming up here... Bum 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 bum, like so. Then we know this. This is going to be the floor, what would technically be the floor of the next floor. So we could, in theory, stop your going upping here, just temporarily, and have a corridor sticking out of here. Also, instead, probably going to want to do it more like that. Other one tonight is a dress-up party. Okay. I'm going to a party tomorrow, hopefully. I am technically on call for various maintenance that needs to be done at work, but hopefully I'm going to a party tomorrow. With any luck. Oh, that's not good. Is the game over now? I'm going to check if the game is over now. Or if they're just destroying us. No, they're just destroying us. Alright, fantastic. That's not good. It was going so well as well. Alright, so this can be like a little corridor connecting this tower to wherever this tower might connect to. We need ways for these towers to actually integrate with the floor below. Otherwise, it's just going to be a whole bunch of towers that you can't even get to. So, we're probably going to put another one here, centered around this. But we're going to want to make it a slightly bigger circle than that, most likely. If we wanted to do a stairway up, then it would come... Yeah, it would come from right here. So that could be a wall there, connecting to a stairway up there. And then, once it gets up, then the spiral will get bigger. But let me bring up a circle guide so I can guesstimate what the circle will look like. Circle guide. Bum ba bum. That's the one I use. There we go. So right now that's 5 in diameter. If we went 7, we would just be pushing it out just a little bit. We could go up to 9, which would bring it out to here and here. Let's see how 9 looks. She wouldn't get a ticket unless there was a police report saying. People are stupid. I love people who get angry all the time. Like, how sad is your life when you gotta yell at people? For no good reason. Alright, that would be 9, which is still a little bit on the small side. It's not terribly small, but it's also not terribly big. Could go 11. I think we'll do 11, like that. My dad was in a car accident once, actually. I don't know the details of how it happened, but him and a lady collided. For whatever reason. The lady's car, like, the bumper was all scraped, and it was all, like, crumpled, and whatever. My dad just had, a little mark of rubber on his bumper that he just scraped off with his finger, and it was like good as new. So there you go. Hey Graydon, how's it going today? Yeah, they all decorated up the server. Very nice. It's actually kind of pretty. I liked it. Alright, so this would be this tower here. We're going to put this back in so we know where the spiral staircase kind of enters the tower. And then that tower would go up a few blocks. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bada bum. Bada bum. Bum bum 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 bum. This might be the astronomy tower actually. Thinking about it. Because this is going to be a main central tower to the building. You missed the one decoration by Adland? I'll go check it out in a second. Don't you worry. So that might be the astronomy tower there. Okay. So then we're probably going to want a tower, not necessarily on this, but kind of coming off of it. So this stairway would continue up a little. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. And then that would continue on up here like so. With this tower, I decided I could probably fit like a secret stairway in it. I think so. At some point. So much going on in this castle, I forget. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Like that. There's a spider in here somewhere too. Can hear it. So we're going to want this to continue until it hits this level up here, probably. Which would be 148, which it kind of probably is right about now. Yeah, it is actually 148. Or we could just continue it around for another spiral and then just have this kind of jut off at a slightly higher tower, or a slightly, you know, it'll become its tower slightly higher, I guess. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Get rid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And that would go on like so. And then, is that full blocks? Where is full blocks here? That's full blocks. Okay. So then it would come out to like this. This would continue up a few blocks. So would this. So would this. Yay, perfect back. Hey, Trouble. I apologize I caught you out there. I do announce the streams on Twitter every time, and I provide the links. So it'd either be Twitch or YouTube, depending. So if you're ever confused, go check out Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter as well. Get all the latest information and see various stuff I tweet out, including sushi and other things. I don't tweet a huge amount. But what I do, it's usually interesting. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. So, If we then... Because we're going to have the walls of this tower, or whatever is this tower, coming up to the same height here. So then... If we do like a little bit of a roof coming out along there. Up to here. And have a nice little spiked roof on top of this. Gonna have to do this one too. I missed a stair corner. Where did I miss a stair corner? I'm good, I think. Don't you worry. I got this. Then for this, we're probably going to want to go up through the wall first. Like that. And then continue on with that. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Did I miss a corner stair in here? Oh yeah, I did. Ah, crap, and it offsets everything. Ah, pooper. God damn it. Well, that's stupid, isn't it? Thanks for pointing that one out. Could have just left it, and it could have been a quirk of the tower, but no. God damn it. Actually, it probably would have been nice to leave it as a quirk of a tower. And students for years to come would question, why is this one stair not correct? It'd be funny to watch them struggle with that information. Alright, that's fine. We'll leave it like that. What are you going to be now? 152. Okay, cool. It's fine by me. So then we're going to come along like this. Bum bum. There we go. Okay. So then this would come out like a corridor like so, probably 3 wide. Because I do like 3 wide corridors. Kind of like that. Just leave one little corner stairs off. You'd have to jump it. That's kind of funny. We should have done that. Okay. So then that would be like that. That would be like that. Then we would need a roof on this part, which would presumably look something like that. Then we would have this roof continuing on up here. Bum, 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 bum. You know what I would like to include at some point is that book that's meant to be in Hogwarts somewhere that writes down the name of every wizard-born child as they're born, or every child with magical abilities as they're born. That'd be fun to include. I don't really know what we would turn it into, like whether it be names of patrons or something. That would be kind of interesting to include, I think. Anyway, that would be that slight roof completed there. There we go. That's going to continue off on along this roof, which would then probably turn maybe a corner or something. In fact, we may integrate this tower coming up as well to join it. That would be something to do. But then we're still going to need to cover the areas that aren't towers. Possibly in roof. Because we need... I know water doesn't pool, but we need the rain to run off the roof. Right? So we need to do something with that. Yeah, I think we're going to include this tower as well into the mix. So we're going to bring this on up here. Like so. Let's do another time set day. We're going to probably chuck in a couple of rooftop patios as well, yeah. But we can't do the entire thing as one big rooftop patio. That'd be crazy. But we can certainly do something. Anyway, that would be that and that. Then would they go off to two different separate towers, or would they be conjoined? There's no point in them really being conjoined. You could just kind of go up and then you come down to like basically the same place. So we would probably have a dividing wall between them. They may even be at separate heights, honestly, depending where the roof brings us to, or where the whatever. Hello, you. What's making all the noise? Well, not you technically, but this area, probably. Good to know. Anyway, this would then come up. Like so, and like so, and like so, and like so. And another winding spiral staircase. Eventually becoming 3 wide at this point. Ah, that's annoying. It's gonna kind of... I'm gonna offset this by half a block here. Otherwise, it's going to turn into... Well, we're not going to be able to hide everything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Because now we can do this as a full block. It's still technically not hidden, but whatever. It works for me. So that would be like that. That would be like that. Can we still walk down it? We can indeed. Fantastic. And then this would just spiral on up here continuously. Bum, 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 bum. So then that would come up to that height. That's the height it would be at to meet that floor, and that works for this. So in fact, if they're at the same height, that actually worked quite well. Continue this on up here. So then we would need to separate these two. So maybe if we did 3 wide corridor on that one, then have a 2 block gap, and then we can have secret passageways and other such stuff, or we can have a small roof here. People probably get very dizzy, but that's what castles had, was spiral staircases. That's all they had going for them in their spirally existence. Alright, so that's that and that. We can get rid of this roof, kind of, a little bit, somewhat. We're going to have to rebuild it at some point anyway. But now is not the time for that. So We need to work out where these towers are going to be. We're also going to want to fill that in along there like that. Maybe bring this out in a three-wide corridor coming out this way. So this one can lead to maybe 2 different towers. Just for funsies. One in that direction. One in that direction, which kind of makes it almost lead up to this thing, which is kind of a problem, so we're gonna maybe have this sticking out in a different direction. Or not have that being a tower there at all. Because I don't really want those joining up. At least not right now. That can come out down this way. So then this, we're gonna need some more circles. This can be a nice... Should we do another 11? We've done 11 over there. Let's do another 11. Why not? We'll keep doing 11s. At least it adds some kind of symmetry to it. That's not a 3-way corridor. Oh, it will be. Oh, it's too wide. That's fine. I'll have it be too wide. No, I won't. I'll have it be 3 wide. Fine. Fix it. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. Alright. As for the spiral, 5, 6, 7 will come out to like there. And it will come out to like there. Then we're going to go 1, then we're going to go 2. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. That's going to put... Okay, we're going to do a smaller tower then. So we're only going to do a 9 tower. So then we're going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That. Is that 9? I think that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, that'll be that tower, which will probably have a doorway just about there. That leaves a little gap for some kind of roofing or something there. So then we're going to take this corridor, we're going to move it a couple of blocks over in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. No idea, live streamer, if there'll be a download for Season 5. That is not my department. I do not have access to that kind of information. I apologize. I couldn't even give you one if I wanted to. Alright. So that'll be that guy. So then we've got this tower coming up through the center here, which is a fairly big tower. We're also going to want to be planning out roof areas. So right now this is actually a huge gap between this and the next floor. We can just throw parties in there. It's amazing. Nebris has released a Season 6 video actually today. You can find that on his channel. I know some other people have showed some interest, but I will not name names in case they cannot commit to it and then they don't want to be bugged. Why? I'd said you were gonna do the stuff on the server. Why are you not doing it? And then they'll come yell at me for a little bit, and that'll be sad. So I'm not naming names, but there are definitely people who have shown interest. Don't you worry about that. Alright, so we have that line running along there. Let's continue that that line of cobblestone running along this entire thing here. This entire level. I don't know how you can say Minecraft has slowly gone down. We just raised like hundreds of thousands of dollars for charity. That's a pretty amazing thing. I don't see how you can say it's gone down. We're producing more group content than ever before. Times and tastes are changing, is all. It's not gone down. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Again, that's just times and tastes changing. I don't have the stats for how many videos are released or how many people are live streaming at any given time, but things are changing. Either way, I've got at least 10 videos a week going up. In fact, if I look at my schedule here, let me just bring this up for fun. This week so far, in fact, I'm on track for 14 videos this week so far. I've done 2 every day this week. Released. One did get released at the wrong day, but it counts. It's on here. It counts. And then tomorrow is already scheduled 1 video. The other one is rendered, so I'm going to update that right now. Actually rendered. Boom, boom, boom. So I'll upload that after the stream. That's recorded. I just need to edit it, which shouldn't take too long. And then I'm going to need to record that one for Sunday. Which I'll have to do at some point on Saturday, when I get home on Saturday, probably. Going through to next week, I already have 1, 2, 3 videos scheduled. Then 1 more in the works, 1 more recorded. 2 more in the works, actually, which that one might actually be fully recorded. 2 more uploaded, and 4 more planned. I only have 2 slots, or 2 days with only 1 video planned right now. That might change. So yeah, I'm still producing. I'm producing more videos than I've ever produced, I think, actually. Right now. I've got videos planned all the way through till December 26th right now, actually. Is the last covered date on my schedule. Anyway. So let's kind of think about what roofs we're going to be wanting to fill this area in with. I'm guessing it's just going to be slabs to at least keep the profile a little bit on the low side. That's not even counting the streams, actually. So with the streams this week, I won't be streaming tomorrow, so this will be the only stream. So with the stream, we're going to be only coming up to 15 videos, which is only 15 videos, but each video being about 20 minutes, so 20 times 14, is something. 140, 280, I think. 20 times 14. Plus a 120 minute, 160 minute stream. That's like 300 minutes of content. It's like 5 hours of video content. Face reveal UHC live streamer. If you check on my Patreon page, there's a link in the below the video here. Little circle flags logo which has Patreon in it. You should be able to see that for a face reveal, there is one goal on Patreon for it. So if you are interested in a face reveal, then I would definitely recommend you check that out. You can pledge a little bit of money over on Patreon, which, depending on various ward levels, either gets you a postcard, which I have still failed to send out for this month because it's just been completely busy at work. But those will be going out at some point soon, hopefully before next month. Or there's t-shirts available, or there's a place on this very server available for you as well. You explore Hogwarts and its secrets. Have a gander. Or one video which I have coming up on Sunday, is the Ask Ads Almost Anything. I finally brought that back again. So you can check out Patreon for being able to ask questions for Ask Ads Almost Anything videos. Get a pledge in before November starts. Patreon charge you for November, and you'll be good to go. You'll be on the server in like a week. Yeah, that's currently where the goal for face reveal currently sits, is over on Patreon. If you want to go check that out. Bum, 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 bum. So we need a new tower here. We're getting dangerously close to this tower, actually. Maybe we'll come veering off in a direction and put a tower over somewhere else, maybe? We don't really have much going on over here. We also don't really have any way to get up to these areas. Unless we take out a little bit of the bathroom. But I don't want to do that. For conventions live streamer, it's something I would like to do. It's something that costs considerable amounts of money, though. I was planning on going to the Toronto Fan Expo, or Toronto Comic Con, I think it actually is. But looking into that, hotel-wise, or convention-wise, you're looking at a couple $100 for a ticket, I think it was. I would personally be going there as a fan as well, so I'd like to be doing the photo opportunities with various celebrities and stuff, which would be like $100 a piece for those, plus hotel, plus food, plus travel, and you're pushing several $1,000s to go to a convention. It's very expensive. Never say never, but maybe one day. I would certainly like to do it. I wouldn't consider myself a celebrity. I was a bloke who makes YouTube videos. I don't even consider myself close to a celebrity. Also, right now, I can only go to a convention that would be inside of Canada, because of reasons that I believe I've talked about occasionally, maybe. Not sure. Can't remember. So let's do another tower here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to be a huge tower if we do 7. Should we do another 11 by 11 tower? Sure, why not? Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, with Patron and whatnot, that helps money going towards the channel, which I can use to pay for things like conventions and upgrade equipment and all the other good stuff that I want to do at some point, but just costs considerable amounts of money. So, if you'd like to see it, then again, Patreon is a fantastic way to support the channel. Or if you're not into monthly commitments, I also have a donation link below as well, if you want to go ahead and try that. Thank you, live streamer. I appreciate that. I try my best to produce content that is good. I do like to think that it's at least somewhat good. And without the various Patreon supporters that some are representing here now, I don't know if I would still be doing it, honestly. Because I do it for you guys. As much fun as making YouTube videos is, it's also not it's not my quote-unquote real job either. I don't make enough money from it to pay the bills, so I do work full-time, as well as being on call 24/7 for that job. So if the phone ever rings, then we gotta shut down the live stream. It's only happened once so far that we've had to shut down the live stream for it. Yes, it's not my... Well, YouTube is technically another full-time job that I have. For every about 20 minutes of video that you see, there's usually, on average, or let's say it this way, on average, for if you see a half-hour video, so for every 30 minutes of video content that I release, on average you're seeing at least an hour of recording, at least an hour of editing, if not more, possibly more like an hour and a half of editing. You're seeing an hour of rendering, only a few minutes of uploading, and then you're seeing probably about another half hour of thumbnail making and description making and card making and end slate making and intro making, outro making, and getting everything set up and all that kind of stuff. So for like every 30 minutes of video, there's like probably pushing 3 hours of work going into it. And as we kind of discussed earlier, with however many minutes of video that I've released this week, it adds up, you know? That's why I only get about 4 hours sleep a night. And I feel it. My full-time job, live streamer, that is working IT. I do IT work for a company. That's about all I can tell you there. Alright, so how does that roof line up? That needs to be half a block higher. Can do. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. It looks like we got some Milby watchers as well now. Milby has started auto-hosting the channel, so hello, Milby watchers. If you want to join our chat, we're over on twitch.tv/AdamsonPlays. The cultist says here. Do. Uh-oh. Okay, well, there's a bounce pad there. Good. Whoops. That was almost dangerous. Alright. So what do we need to do here? We should probably build up some of these towers to at least see where this roof is kind of going to now. So this is going to get a little bit weird. We need to know what we're doing here. We also need to know where this corridor is going to go to as well, actually. That's why the bounce pad exists. I've never teleported anywhere to 0-0. Oh, it's probably because of warp trouble, isn't it? Oh, I scared perf. I didn't mean to. I apologize, Danish. My bad. It serves you right for sneaking up on me, though. Join the Patron server, where I may traumatize your fear heights. Bum bum bum. Alright. Charmander! Cool. Thanks, Charmander. Dismiss that. Thank you. Alright, so that's that tower there. So that roof will come up along there. Depending where a roof might come up from over there too. We're going to want roofs on top of all the corridors here on this area. I want a tower like right here, but I have nowhere to get up to it from. Annoyingly. I am on Twitch. Yes, it's kind of crazy right now, isn't it? I started doing Twitch again a little bit ago. Trying it out. Mainly for the various widgets and stuff that you can get. You can't get those on YouTube. Like the chat widget and the donation widgets and stuff like that. They will exist. Have it as a tower and TP somebody up? We could always do that. We could have towers and then add doorways downstairs which lead up to them through commands. That's always possible. In fact, that's a relatively good idea. Do. Yeah, it's probably going to be our best bet for adding towers in that we just want randomly. I quite like that idea, actually. Everybody's warping castle again. Here we go. Wait, they're not down there. They're down here. Yeah, they are. Little buggers. For now, though, let's work out where we want this particular tower to go. I'm going to have to probably get rid of some of this roof here. Let's break some of this down. Bum, 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 bum. Get out of my way. Thank you very much. Cool. Then Right there. I see ya. All in voice chat laughing at me. Join Patron, patreon.com/Edmonton, where you can also join voice chat and laugh at my suffering with the cult thing. Alright, let's do a small tower here, like only 7 wide. 1, 2, 3. In fact, let's come out 1, 2, 3 like that. So then we'll do that, we'll do that, do that, 2, 3. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Okay. That'll be this tower here. So then we're gonna bring this down like so. To join up to there. Bring this down like so. I don't know, I still celebrate my birthday above Halloween. Always my birthday above Halloween. For me, anyway. Bring this down. Bring this down. Well, that probably doesn't need to come down so far. That's fine. Hey. Cut it. Do-do. It isn't annoyance, it's tasteful hindrance. No. No. It's annoyance. I'm looking forward to my birthday, yeah. I'm not as excited for my birthday as I used to be when I was a little kid, but you know, it's still nice to have a birthday, nice to go out with family and have something to eat. Going to a restaurant and doing whatever. It's always nice. That's way too high. There we go. I don't know. You're all pretty much equally to blame, honestly. Alright, so that roof is going to come up along here. Yeah, we're going to go out to eat on the Sunday, and then I'll be working on the Monday. I may technically be working on the Sunday, depending what happens with the maintenance window. But, we'll see. I'll also be doing YouTube, which is technically work, I suppose. The government likes to think so because I have to claim it on my taxes, but... I do like going up to the accounting firm or whatever, whoever does my taxes. Just dropping a inch thick of various paperwork and stuff, being like, yep, this is what I've earned in a mix of Canadian and US dollars based on whichever company I've earned it from. Have fun. I'll see you in a few hours. Damn it, algorithm. How could you be so bad at watching Twitch? Anyway, we'll bring that tower up to along here. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. So that's that tower marked out. Okay. Yeah, I want a tower on here. That's what I want. I want a tower on here, so we're going to make a tower on here. Show. That's what we're going to do. This is going to be a tower. This is going to be a tower. It doesn't really shrink the roof area that we have to build, but I just want a tower here. It feels right to have a tower here. Okay. Then we're going to want to complete some roof areas around these parts. We're also going to want to have to mark this as a tower, because that's what this is going to be. The broom closets don't teleport you anywhere, Clara. You teleport to the broom closets. It's funny. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at your pain. It's just funny to me. Say is currently pole dancing. Whatever earns money, I suppose. Alright, so then we're going to have this along here. This is where this roof area is. Bum bum bum. Something like so. How you doing today, Algorithm, anyway? Now that you have managed to find your way to the stream, congratulations. So then that is going to come down like so. And like so. And like so. Aight. Then this is probably going to come up around here. Something along the lines of this. Then we're going to have more roof sticking out along here. In fact, we can change... Yeah, we can change this entire roof line on this little area. You always think of the right stuff to say when you get home. There's a phrase in that made-up language that means it's something like conversation of the stairs or words of the stairs or something is its literal translation, but like it means stuff you think of as you're, I suppose, walking down the stairs to leave somewhere. That would have been really cool to say during the time where you were not walking downstairs. But I don't speak made-up languages, so I don't know what the actual phrase is. I just know that it exists. I'm happy in that knowledge. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Alright, so this is going to have to merge there. Okay. Which means that's coming up there nicely, that's coming up there nicely. You don't speak French either, I get that. I mean, who in their right mind would? I know I can't hit perfect off the building because she doesn't appreciate heights. It's like kryptonite to me. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I always hate building roofs. Even creating Minecraft is just such a pain to build roofs. There's no way to like do it. Especially when you're building a complicated roof like this, there's no way to do it with any kind of command or anything. That's the height part that scares her, so we can't even use levitation. Boom, boom. So then that's going to come around the corner like so. So I suppose that's going to be then like that, which would then make this like that. Okay, cool. So that's the roof for that area done. Whoops. That should be slightly higher there. Okay. In fact, we're going to have this area along here, which we're going to have to worry about. So we're going to have to kind of start down here as well, and then kind of merge these as we go up, I suppose. I don't intend to pick perfect. She just always volunteers for science, and then sometimes it just involves heights. It's not my fault. If she's a willing test subject. Alright, so that'll be where that roof is coming to. Or this tower is meeting the roof. Like so. So that would come out along here like that. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. And that would be like so. That'd be like so. It's just like children, you gotta ignore them at some point. At some point you just start ignoring them and eventually they just stop. You know? I might try Jay Sano's Minecraft puzzle at some point. Right now I need to find some time to put some puzzle maps in. My schedule's looking rather full for what I have planned at the moment, with a whole bunch of new series that have started. We'll give it a go at some point, probably, maybe. Who knows? I can't say for sure. Bum 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 bum. His roof is so boring. Why don't we do something fun, like throwing various patrons off of buildings? Bum 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 bum. That come up to there. Apparently they have actually stopped. I didn't expect that to happen. I'm kind of scared now. Bum 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 bum. That's not how time machines work, algorithm. I mean, well, it is, I suppose. If time machines existed. That's kind of an issue with that plan. Alright. We're getting there, and this roof looks decidedly less spiky now. I saw that, Ender Pro. Which is good. I like this roof a lot better than before. bum 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 bum. Always building a stupid roof. Okay, there we go. Well, before the roof was a big old spike, but we've got that rid of. Ah. So I should also be playing some board games, actually. We're going over to a friend's house a little bit on the early side. Friend's house we spend most of our weekends at, it seems. We're always at the house. We said to them the other day, we spend more Saturdays at your house than we spend at our own. That's fine. We gotta play a whole bunch of board games. Good fun. I enjoy it. I do like board games. Alright, that's that up to there. Then we're going to have this one swinging around. Somewhere up to here. Have this one swinging around. Board games exist. Board games are amazing. More and more of them every day, and it makes me so happy. Never be enough board games in the world. In fact, I have a new board game coming in that I ordered several months ago, actually. My first pre-order of a board game has apparently been, or the shipping label has been created, so it should be dispatched next week, I think. Maybe even tomorrow. That should be coming in soon. So, expect a video on that one. An expansion for an existing game, which I already love. I have tried Tabletop Simulator, yes. It's not quite the same as playing a board game in real life, but it's close enough that it's something. I can't spoil what board game I'm getting in the mail, though. Where would the fun in that be? I'm just gonna have to wait for the video and find out. Expansion to a existing board game, which I already have, set in Vineyard. That should be enough information to find it, actually. If you're so interested. I don't need to use full box. It's fine. I use slabs. I might as well. Otherwise I gotta keep chaining back between full box and stuff. I'm fine using slabs. I'm quite happy. Don't worry. But this is gonna be an issue here. Like, this is gonna come up relatively high between these two sections. This is going to be coming along up along here. Boom, boom. In fact, this should probably be like that. I'm gonna say. Bum, 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 bum. I still see names running around the castle. I think it's Galera, possibly still lost in the castle. Or I did see a name. Oh, that's his name. Who is it? Dun 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 dun. Oh, it's perfect. Dun dun. So then that is going to... I have a map of the castle. I know where everything is. Don't you worry. I have a full map of where everything is. So that's going to come out to there. So then we've basically got our complete circle of roof completed at this point. That's what this signifies. There we go. Put random teleporters. That'd be funny. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I took some time to, but the map's not complete, but I've taken a whole bunch of time to complete the map. This isn't even all the castle. We still have over in this direction we have all the grounds around here. We're probably going to extend the grounds round there as well later. And then over here, once it decides it wants to load in, we have the forbidden, still going, forbidden forest. Which is still loading in. There's quite a bit of it, actually. That's not quite the end yet. That's still not the end. In fact, we're not going to be able to see the end. It's so big. It's probably bigger than the castle, actually. Thinking about it. Huge ravine forest. We've got the ravine, we've got the lake. Or the mini lake with the stepping stones. We've got the big lake on the other side. Down there is the big lake. And then over there, we're going to have the combat wing of the castle, eventually. So the castle isn't even complete yet. Oops. Time. Set day. Alright, so we're going to have this, and this, and this, and this. There we go. Okay, so then this is going to be coming along here. Oh, damn it. Bum 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 bum. I like with the warp so you can see where everybody's going. It's kind of sneaky like that. There's no hiding unless you manually go there. It can be confusing, but eventually you're going to learn the layout. And eventually I'm going to have some books which detail some secrets and passageways and whatnot. Or messages hidden somewhere that tell you about various locations you can get to. So that'd be fun to have. Alright, so then that'll be that coming up to there, that will come up to there, that will come down to there, and then come along this way. Like so. And then this is going to extend out this way. So in fact, that is slightly higher than it needs to be right now. So we're going to have to lower that. That's going to come out along this way. Only by about half a block though, I think. Maybe a full block by now. There we go. So And then we can build that coming out to meet this tower here. And then it's going to come out to meet that tower there. Okay. Now then, that lines up there fine. We'll bring this tower down to meet this section of roof, though. There we go. So then that's going to need to wrap around here somehow, even though technically it's a little bit different-sided, or different-heighted. But we'll work it out. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. For that one. And then this one will come out along here like so. There we go. So it's only that middle section that I'm kind of worried about how high it's going to get. But we will we'll work it out. And we'll see what we can do. Oops. That needs to be a bit higher there. There we go. Okay. So this section is going to come out a little bit as well. Just continue following along this line. Okay. And this section is going to come out. And then this section is going to come out. Okay. So then between here and here, it's going to get up a little bit on the high side. And maybe coming up into there as well, which is a little bit worrying. But we will certainly see what we can do about it. So that's going to come up like so. And that will come round to meet with that tower. I could flat roof it, that's true. I don't particularly want... I don't like flat roofs. I mean, I know a lot of castles did have at least flat areas in the roof. I don't know, it's not what I want to do, though. I don't think. And we could make, yeah, we could make it shallower as well. We could make the pit shallower, but I think it's gonna. We'll have a look and see how it looks. We can't really make a judgment until we know how this continuation of this pattern looks. So we'll see what we think, and then we'll change it if we deem it necessary. But I think it's going to look okay, actually. It's not going to come up ridiculously high. It's just a question of how it's going to interact with the roofs of the corridors. But that I have an idea for anyway, so. I'm not too worried about it. Are you on the roof? That's a dangerous place for you to be, is on the roof. You could slip and fall. Alright. Yeah, that's not actually too bad, actually. I'm okay with that. There is one more section we need to complete over here. Which would just be a nice thin bit of roof. I never said nothing about getting punched off no roof. Don't put words in my mouth. And then that one will come up to there. There we go. Well, that roof is a lot less spiky than the roof we had before. We just need to complete some of these towers and make them look pretty. Extend them to various heights and cap those. As for the corridors and their roofs, we'll probably come up a few more blocks and then put the roofs on top. That way the roofs will be basically above anything they can interact with below. Sneaky, sneaky, but it works. And it looks a lot better than that stupid roof we had before, I think. So I thank that person who gave me that idea, whose name I forget, but has a yellow, orangish coloured picture on YouTube. Thank you, yellowish, orangish man. So if we come along like that, and then just kind of go over that, whatever. Would actually be coming out along here because we want to go along the edge of the roof. And is that going to give us all the height we need down here as well, if we put the roof at that height, or do we want to go a little bit higher here? So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we would have the roof, or the ceiling, and that would put the roof right at the... yeah, that's the right level. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Alright. So then that would come out to there to meet up with that tower. Then it would come along here. And then along here. And then along here. And then this would come up to another time set day. I think it was Kevin J. Yes. Thank you, Jerry. And then that would come out along this way. And interact very awkwardly with this tower, actually. I don't know if we're going to want it to continue all the way along, or what we're going to want to do here. Maybe we'll just terminate it there, at least for now, until we decide. Then we're going to want a little bit more on this side. Kevin Chair's a silent king. The roof wasn't that bad, come on. Don't be so mean to the roof I built. Alright, there we go. That's how that roof line would interact with itself and various other bits and pieces. Maybe we'll just have it come along like that too. Lovely. In fact, we might just have it terminate there, so it joins up with itself. Good, 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 good. Then we just need to do the roof line along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would come out along like this. And it will interact a bit funny with the roof next to it, but that's fine by me. I'm quite happy with that. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. There we go. And we'll just build this temporarily so we can start the roof along this side. Then that would interact with this tower structure right about there. So then all of this would be roof along here as well. Which would apparently just not interact with that tower in the slightest. Okay, fair enough. That tower's going to get a little bit taller than I suppose, but whatever, that's absolutely fine by me. That's in fact better for what I wanted to do with it. And this roof is going to get shrunk away. In fact, is it offset? Alright, that's we're going to change up this roof completely actually. Alright, I'm going to get rid of all of this. Get rid of all of this. And this. And all of this. There we go. Okay. Don't want any of this roof involved anymore. Oops, we did want that part though. My bad. There we go. Alright. We are going to come along here like so. And come along here like so. That comes up, that comes up. Not really necessary, but that's fine. Alright, that'll be the start of that roof area. So, from there, we need to finish off these roofs. We also need to build up these tower structures. So this one, for example, would come to here. That's where that tower technically starts. We need to work out how tall we want all these towers to be as well. That's going to be the next question. Getting quite a bit done on this stream, actually. More than I thought we would be. I thought this roof was going to take hours to do, but it's not been too bad. Bum bum. 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 All right. Excellent. I'm happy with that. How that structure looks. You can still see hints of roof as it goes around. As it juts out from between the various towers. I'm liking how that looks. I really am. We might continue this line maybe all the way around here. This half slab line. Don't quite know yet. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm very happy with that. Excellent. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Then we're going to want to continue all this. It's going to take a while, but has to be done at some point. to make it look a bit more complete. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. And then that leaves a little bit more room in this roof here if we ever want to add any kind of secrets or anything like that. In fact, we have a whole bunch of area. If we look under here, floor-wise, we're going to be basically along here for the floor of these. So we're going to have a whole bunch of room underneath here for various secrets. Like we can do huge secret rooms or passageways in here. Absolutely huge. Like, we have almost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 blocks. We basically have the height of an actual room that's downstairs to do any secret passageways in. We could do a whole bunch of stuff, actually. We do need somebody over here at some point to try and find these mobs. Because if we have somebody over here in survival, then I can go game mode 3 and search for them. Because they won't despawn. If I just did game mode 3 by myself, they would despawn. Yeah, it would be mainly for link tunnels trouble. Linking various secret passageways or for specifically a secret room down there. That'd be the physical spaces of secrets that we need, as opposed to the command block space. Command blocks we can really put anywhere. Doesn't really matter. Alright. Yeah, we will need pest control at the castle. We have a lot of dark spaces in the castle that we need to fill. So we are definitely going to need pest control at some point. We're also going to need to find a use for each of these towers as well. I think each one right now is like non-secretly accessible, so the accessibility is actual. It is subject to change, but for now we don't have any kind of secret towers. So then we're going to have probably half slabs along here. Going to do another time set day. Bum bum bum. 1 moment. There we go. Bum 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 bum. And then do we want to... We're not looking for the dark spots yet, so that's fine. We don't need the help right now. Do we want to do this along here like so? Yeah, that looks fine. The way that merges with that roof, that's absolutely fine. I'm happy with that. So that would come out to there, then this would come up. Cool. So then we have this one we're going to have to do. This one's a fairly sizable one as well, actually. Looking at it, that's going to come out to up there. That's going to come up to here. Come on, there we go. That's going to be where the tower actually is. It's going to come up to there. That's going to come up to there. That's going to come up to there. We're probably going to change this out for that, based in the corner. I think. Then this is going to come out along like this. And again, we'll probably change that out here for that. And then this is going to continue around. It's always with the... with the stuff and the things of the roof. I don't really know where I was going with that sentence. I was just talking for the sake of talking. Hey, Crackmine fan. Welcome. Also, thank you for hosting the channel. I appreciate that. I see you are hosting the channel over there. Can I teleport you to perfect? I could certainly try. TP Cherry to... Nope. Nope. Why? Nope. There. There you go. How's it going today? Crackmine fan. Early start tomorrow. That sucks. Hopefully, I'm hoping I don't have to get up till lunch tomorrow. Saturday and Sunday are my days for catching up on sleep. So, yeah, I mean, that didn't happen last Saturday. I worked from 9 till sunrise last Saturday. Got a couple of hours sleep when I got home. I don't do early. It's not fun. Bum, ba-dum, bum. At least I don't go to bed when the sun rises anymore. But that's mainly because it's now winter and the sun rises later, so... Yay! For time zones and seasons. Bum, ba-dum. Okay, that would come out to there, and then on this side, it's actually almost completed, which is rather exciting. Then we need to consider the towers and their heights. But it's not looking too bad. I am quite happy with this new roof style that we have. That would probably be better a little. If we did it like that. Do you basically get like a 3-day weekend? Crackmine fan? It's nice. I get them occasionally. Problem is, when you're on call 24/7, is you never quite know when you're going to need to work. So it's sometimes a case of, okay, drop everything, gotta go to work. on top of the regular 40 hours a week. Alright, that's those roofs completed, and they look fine. I am quite happy with that. I really, really am. That makes me very happy that we have those there. Alright, so now we need to decide where the roofs are going to come up to, or where the towers are going to come up to, sorry. Which one's going to be the tallest, which one's going to be the shortest, etc. And what their various purposes are going to be. And to work out the purposes, we're going to have to go inside them and kind of work out where they're connected to and what they might get used for. So this one here, on a long corridor that comes up from this staircase here, which one offers a quick way up through that tower. Okay. And two, you can get to there straight from the redstone common room in that area. Okay. Then we have this tower, which again is right off the redstone common room, and even you can get to these two towers you can get to really quickly. This one's a really thin one that's probably going to be used for something relatively small. We have this big tower here, which is actually directly from the 6th floor. So again, that's pretty close. It's probably the same distance as these other two towers. That one and that one. Then we have... oh no, that's this one. Okay. So yeah, all these four towers are relatively the same distance away from each other. This one is reserved for the headmaster. That's connected to his office. And this one is probably going to be our secret entrance tower there. Alright, good night, Crack My Fan. Thank you for hosting the stream, I appreciate that. And Troublesome is also off as well, so thank you for coming to stream, I appreciate that. And thank you for the happy birthday. Thank you very much. Crack My Fan. Do-do-do. So, do another time set day here. Which one do we want to do as the astronomy tower? Which one do we want to have be the tallest? I'm guessing either this one, which would be right in the middle, or this one, which would be slightly offset. But either would probably work to be the actual astronomy tower. But then we need to decide what we want to do in the other ones. We could just do another little classroom. Or we could do something like what do you call it? What am I trying to think of? The classroom with Trolley there, the divination. That's the one. Cool. Just had to get Trolley out of my face, on my mind, or whatever. Up here as well, because that's tower based. Although we don't have a ladder which drops down to get to that one. That would have been quite a cool thing to have a tower which has a ladder which drops down to get to divination. Might still be able to do that maybe in here. No. Well, yeah, we could actually. We could have a tower which drops a ladder which drops from this point in the ceiling, and you can climb it, and then you can climb up to divination. But then that's going to take away from that guy's cool little tower in his office, which would be a shame. Whoops. There we go. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the videos.
You're welcome. disembodied voice. Can I check what happened there? I think that was a donation. Can I check who sent it? Adrian! Thank you, Adrian, for the donation there. Sultry wrestler there. Oh yeah. Followed by the disembodied robotic female voice. Anyway. It distracts me every time that happens. Yeah, we could do divination tower. The astronomy tower we need. I'm thinking this guy's going to be the astronomy tower. I just feel it, you know? I just feel it. Or... you know what? This could be the divination tower. To have the ladder which drops right down here. And then you climb up, like, right in the middle of the tower, pretty much. Well, slightly offset from the tower. If we bring this wall in, like so, then you would climb up right through the middle of the tower. And that would be rather cool. Right through the middle into a divination classroom. Like we could have, in theory, if we get give barrier. There we go. If we grab barrier blocks and put them up here. Come on. To wherever the floor is going to be. Let's say, for example, the floor is going to be up here. We could then grab a ladder. Have that coming out of this wall here. And then, slowly but surely, have it as quote-unquote a rope ladder. Because it wouldn't have any visible support. I mean, you could jump off of it technically and... Oh! Oh, they're visible from behind now! For real? They didn't always used to be visible from behind, did they? Did that change? Holy crap. Yeah, we could essentially drop down a ladder for you to climb up to divination. We would somehow need to like block off, because you don't want to have to interact with these barrier blocks. I wish there was like barrier blocks which you could walk through. That would be amazing. Yeah, we could drop a ladder down to go climbing up to divination. Unfortunately, you can. Well, we could always put barrier blocks like here as well to stop people from jumping off the ladder into this lower area, because there wouldn't really be anything there. And then it would come through to a trapdoor, and you'd be in the divination classroom. That's what that would be. That would be the divination classroom. All right, that makes our other big one. The astronomy tower, because you do want the astronomy tower to be rather big. Now we also want this to be the tallest tower in the castle, and come above the roof of the divination. So about here being this roof level, or floor level or whatever, that should be okay. This one is just the headmaster's tower, so it's going to be relatively short. I don't really know what's even going to be up here. Maybe that book we were talking about earlier. Maybe just something. I don't know. I don't know what would be up there. But that would come up to about there maybe, and then have a little bit of roof on it. This one can be something else entirely and just come up a little ways, probably a little bit higher than the divination one. And then this one would have to be something else again. I don't know what it would be, but it would come up a little bit. Somewhere probably in the region of... I think you can place them with command blocks, but I'm pretty sure they would, like, break. We can try it. So we would want to do... fill this, this, up to this with ladders. Or with ladder. There's no... Oh, no, it did fill it. But then they instantly pop off. If we did do ladders 1 or ladders 2, they pop off. Ladders 3, some way we'll get the right orientation. Ladders 4, ladders 5. Yeah, ladders 5 is the correct orientation. You can see they stayed down there, but they didn't stay up on... Or it stayed up on that one, but it didn't stay anywhere in the middle because we don't have any blocks supporting it. They just break automatically. So that's no good. Now we just have a ton of ladders. So we're going to definitely have to use the barrier blocks to support it. Unless we could put ladders backing ladders. I don't know if that's possible. But it might be doable. Either way, we'll work something out. No big deal. Alright, well that's going to be our main towers up here. That's going to be their rough heights. This one's probably going to be a little bit too high if we do it up to there, so we'll shrink that one down a little ways. Cool. Happy with it, happy with it. Another time set day. Alright, and how does it look from... I mean, it's not complete yet, but say, how does it look from the owlry over here, for example? Oh. Jumping around a little bit. Yeah, the roof looks acceptably good. I'm quite happy with that. With all the towers on it, it'd probably look better. But for right now, I don't have the towers on it. Nah, we're not going to use a save editor, so that's fine. We'll just live with it how it is. From the lake, can't really see much of it, but from what you can, it was going to look quite cool when the towers are there. Nice. Hello? Is anybody in the drain? Hello? There's something in the drain, I think. Kind of looks like a creeper, maybe? I don't know, maybe I'm just seeing stuff. I'm going crazy. Alright, there we go. That's that roof area complete here. Do you want to do something different for the last half hour? Maybe let's go do something different here. Work on a secret or something, maybe. Don't know what secret I want to work on, though. We have these stepping stones, which I do want to do something with eventually, but I'm not entirely sure what. Yeah, something with those. This is the bathroom secret passageway. If we flush the toilet with a bucket of water, this will open here. Gotta be a bit quicker than that. Which takes us up along this way. through this, which is still technically not built, but the pathway is laid out. That's all roofline. It's going to probably come around here, and around here, and then up here. Did this change? Oh no, I didn't know how... Yeah, I didn't know how this end was going to connect. I remember, this isn't where I was expecting to go with this secret passageway, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't know how I wanted this to work yet. I remember. So let's do that. We are going to get a command block. And we will place a button just on there, probably, or up there. Neither's more hidden than the other, really. So it doesn't really matter. Maybe just all the way up in the corner up there. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. So then we'll take roof material, or seating material. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The roof would come out along here, like so. Time set nights. So then above the button here, we're going to have a few commands which are going to run. We are going to have fill this to this with air. Times that day. Boom. Oops, that's not what I wanted. We want this command. Boom. Alright. Done. We could probably do structure blocks as well to actually make it put itself back in, but that's probably not really worth it. So after that has run successfully, or let's copy that into ourselves. We're going to put a piece of redstone here. We are going to put a we're going to put a repeater there. Then we're going to put that command block. Then we're going to spread out with a whole bunch more repeaters along here. To delay it a little. 1, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to have 2 command blocks. One which is going to set block. That one to stone brick. And then one which is going to set the upper block. Set block to stone. So we press a button here. Okay, the stone brick didn't work because that's not how you do stone brick, I guess. Is it like that? Yes. Okay. And then we're going to need a way to activate it from the inside as well. To do that is another conundrum all of its own. We could put a button up on there. Like that. have that coming out and coming round and coming up. And then just joining up to this redstone here. It's nice and cheap, and it works. There we go. And if we're on the inside here, if we press the button, press the button, where's the button? Help, I'm trapped. That's probably because I was shifting. Ah, we gotta be faster, okay. There we go. Alright. Might want to increase the delay, possibly. I also want to increase piston sound, or introduce piston sounds, but pistons are always weird, I find now. Or making sounds is weird, I don't understand how to do it anymore. I did it correctly before, and now that's broken, so I need to fix those. So we'll leave it how it is for now. But then that could be that, like that. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. There's the cleaners closet we haven't completed. I should do that at some point. Yeah, they changed the sound command. I haven't remembered to look up how it works again yet. I can't remember. I know they changed it. Change staircase. Ooh, fancy. We need to do that. That's why I'm building my map, so I know where the stairs go. I also need to change that to be the structure blocks as well to make it a little bit more efficient. Probably change the room requirement to be structure blocks too, actually. That's something we should consider. I don't really know what other secrets I want to do right now. I have plenty of ideas for secrets, but I don't know which ones I want to give away on stream. I know some of them I just don't want to give away. Never did do anything with this door. I need to do something with this door. It's a very weird door that we just have knocking around here. We could just leave it as an access, like you have to walk on the roof to get access to it. That's entirely possible. And it just leads up to this. Oh, it's a silly bit of the castle, really. That doesn't really serve any purpose. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, just a silly little thing. Ah, thank you for trying that, Graydon. I appreciate that. We need to do something with this tower as well. We need to break that up. In fact, we need to do something with this tower too. There's so many towers we need to complete. That tower needs something being done with it. Jesus. All the towers that need stuff being done. This castle's getting in a state of completion though. Like structurally it's almost complete. We just have those towers to do at the top. We have some interior detailing to do. We have the ceilings to do. But structurally it is basically complete. And that makes me rather happy. Hey, we got a nice quartz roof at the moment. Look at that. Hey, there's a hole in the window. Where the hell is there a hole in the window? What the hell? I like the quartz roof. The quartz roof looks the best, I think. There's a string in here? There is. Why is there a string? Yeah, it's getting complete. And it's kind of scary. We've been working on this for years. And structurally it's almost there. Which is kind of crazy. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it's completed. Cause like it's approaching. That terrifies me slightly, actually. I'll be so lost and confused. Whatever will I do? Is there a way up to this area here? There isn't. I don't know how I was ever planning on getting up to that area. Was it through this? No, that just leads up to that area. I've got a whole area above it. Build another castle? Probably not. I enjoy castles, but after this one, this will be my masterpiece. At least for the time being. Maybe one day we'll build a new castle, but not right after this one. We could just do some kind of staircase coming up from the other side of this. If we so felt like it. Like coming up along here. That would probably be the way up to there. You know what? I think for now we've got a majority of the structure complete here. I think we might just call it an end to the stream here. It's been a few hours, so I feel like we made progress. I'm happy with it. Yeah. Yeah, this roof is definitely a lot better than the last one we did as well. Like 100 times better. It's so nice now. So much better than before. I do like it. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this particular stream. As Said says, I have shirts available at shop.spreadshirt.ca/Adlington. You can buy them and wear them and tweet me pictures of you wearing them. Because I've had some sales, but nobody's tweeted me any pictures of me wearing them yet, which is kind of sad. You can also head on over to patreon.com/Adlington. Pledge X amount a month. If you pledge before Monday, then you will gain access to the server in a week. And you can join everybody on the server. Explore the castle that you've seen being built here today. Also have PayPal available for one-time donations. The link below the video for that if you're so interested. And I have TAD available at givetad.com/Adlington. If money is an objective to you, then TAD is a fantastic way to support the channel. I currently have a whole bunch of money waiting in TAD, but I do need more watchers on TAD in order to have that money released. So if you just want to watch one advert, you'll be supporting the channel by like 60 bucks. So that's kind of good going for one advert. But anyway, guys, thanks for coming to stream. I appreciate that. Tomorrow we probably won't be having a Hitman stream. Monday, though, on my actual birthday, we will be doing a Hitman stream from Japan. I'm very excited for that. But until then, I will see you in various videos over the coming weeks, and etc., etc., etc.